Hey there friends, and welcome back to another video. Suicide Squad Season 2 Episode 4 is out right now, and today we are going to be going over everything that has been added to the game in this update. Real quick before we get started, huge thanks to WB for providing early access to the update. All of the footage in this video was recorded on an early version of the update on PC. If you do enjoy the video and you want to see more like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And anyways, let's go ahead and get started. First off, this is not new by any means, but I wanted to mention it again just because there are a lot of people I still always see asking how to do this. So if you want to select your episode and choose which one you're doing, whether it be Season 1 Episode 2 or Season 2 Episode 4 or whatever you want to play, all you need to do is on the main menu, just click Episode Select, and that will let you choose which episode you want to play, and then just hold down the select button and you'll have whatever one you're over. In this update, there are a total of 20 audio logs, 2 Argus tapes, 20 concept art, 2 riddles, 3 AR challenges, and 14 Riddler trophies. This makes for a total of 61 new collectibles. Just like previous episodes, Episode 4 has a new episode rank, Winter. You can progress through these rewards by playing missions and have a guaranteed unlock of all of the new gear and a new weapon doll. Parts of the map in this update have been replaced by Brainiac, with new strongholds to be taken down. Alongside the new additions to our Metropolis, we have the second part of the Frozen Metropolis available in the Elseworld missions. There are a total of 9 new Elseworld missions in this update, including one with a Brainiac boss fight. 2 new invasion difficulties have also been added with this update, and they include corrupted items as part of their reward. There are also new Elseworld mutators with this update. First is Brain Freeze. Killing a frozen enemy gives you 10x combo. Freeze Shatter. Each melee hit on a frozen enemy makes it take 50% more damage from all sources. This effect ends when the enemy stops being frozen. Lava Bath. Enemies explode when they die and leave behind a puddle that lasts for 15 seconds. Each second you stand in the puddle, you regenerate 20% shield. Your damage is also increased by 500% while standing in the puddle. Affliction Roulette. Afflicting enemies with a specific affliction makes that affliction last 100% longer. The specific affliction changes every 30 seconds. Solidarity and Death. Killing an enemy weakens all other enemies within 20 meters of it. This makes them deal 25% less damage and makes them take 50% more damage. This can stack up to 3 times. Hot-Footed. Every second you're standing still, you deal 50% more damage. This can stack 100 times. Each 1 second spent moving removes 5 stacks. Next, there is a new Brainiac boss fight. To unlock this fight, you will need to reach episode rank 10, which is much lower than previous episodes. I was able to unlock it simply by playing each of the new missions once and getting to mastery 40 in killing time, which gave me... There's also some new cosmetics in this update. First off is the Cryogel outfits, which are available in the store. These are essentially icified versions of the Task Force X outfits. There's one for Freeze, Harley Quinn, King Shark, and Captain Boomerang. Deadshot and Joker sadly do not have a version of this cosmetic. There are also 2 new color swatches for Freeze available from different Riddler challenges. The first is Pink Perfection, and the second is Gilded Future, which is one of the most unique cosmetics if you just look at this. Very trippy. We also have some new banners in this update, starting with the Winter Welcome to the Episode banner. Then we have new Infamy set banners, which there are 3 for Captain Cold and 3 for Killer Frost. Now, I don't know if there are any for Two-Face and Scarecrow, but it is possible. At the very least, this should affect future releases. Starting off with Joker, we have Out Cold. Then we have Dance Rebellion for King Shark. Dance Rebellion for Harley Quinn. Then we have Hot-Footing it for Joker. Vanquished Foe for King Shark. Still Watching for Captain Boomerang. Always Wear a Smile for Joker. Living Legend for Captain Boomerang. Then we have Tough Love for Harley Quinn. We also have some new weapon doll trophies. First off, we have Citizen Cold doll, which is Captain Cold. And then we have the Teeny Ivy doll, the Absolute Zero trinket, the Blue Iceman trinket, the Blowing Hot and Cold pin, the Reflect on That pin, the Pair Skating pin, and the Rogues Gallery pin. As always, there are a ton of new weapons in the update. Starting off with the Notorious weapons, we have Heatwave Scorcher. With this weapon, regular fire counters burn enemies, and burning enemies take 100% more damage from this weapon. With the alternate fire, you shoot a Scorching Beam that deals 1500% more damage to frozen enemies and causes them to burn. This weapon comes in the form of a sniper rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. Next, we have the Icicle's Piercing Shards. This weapon shoots piercing shards that penetrate up to 5 enemies and has a 25% chance to freeze enemies hit. Damaging enemies with this firearm damages all other frozen enemies within 10 meters for 50% of the damage dealt, which, yeah, this one is very powerful. This weapon comes in the form of an SMG, a heavy weapon, and an assault rifle. Next, we have the Trickster's Frozen Hand. When you kill a frozen enemy, you get a frozen finger. When you have 5 frozen fingers, you trigger Frozen Hand, which increases your melee damage by 750% for 30 seconds. And of course, this comes for all of the characters. Next, we have Mirror Master's Frozen Mirror. With it, Suicide Strike kills trigger Frozen Mirror, which lasts for 20 seconds. While Frozen Mirror is active, any enemy that hits you gets instantly frozen and takes 500% more damage while frozen. Then we have Golden Glider's Ethereal Shards. This grenade explodes with ethereal shards that get embedded in each enemy hit for 20 seconds. Enemies with ethereal shards in them deal 50% less damage and take 100% more damage from critical hits. Then we have Heatwave's Molten Coat. Traversal attacks on burning enemies consumes the effect of burning and gives you a stack of Molten Coat, which lasts for 20 seconds. Each attack increases damage reduction by 10% up to a maximum of 90%. Then we have Icicle's Cold Focus. With it, each frozen enemy within 20 meters increases your firearm damage by 100%, which is a lot, and there is no limit seemingly. Next, we have Weather Wizard's Snow Globe. With it, melee hits on frozen enemies remove the frozen effect, but make your next traversal attack deal 100% more damage up to a maximum of 500%. As always, there's also new villain synergies. All you need is a single piece of Captain Cold gear to activate all of these synergies. The first synergy is with Mirror Master, and by having a Mirror Master piece of gear equipped, you activate Cold Reflection. With it, when your shield breaks, for 10 seconds afterward, you take 90% less damage and reflect 5,000% of all enemy damage back to them. So that might be one of the most powerful items in the game. If you have a Heatwave weapon equipped, if you freeze a burning enemy that has over 50% health, its health is reduced to 50%. Then if you have a Trickster weapon equipped, each enemy you freeze powers up the Cold Fusion Bomb. Once it reaches 50 stacks, the first hit of your next grenade deals 5,000% more damage in a 50% larger radius and freezes all enemies hit that survive, which is kind of a lot of damage. Next, if you have a Golden Glider piece of gear equipped, after killing 10 frozen enemies, there is a small chance that your next melee attack envelops the enemy hit with black ice ribbons, inversing its cellular energy and simply causing grunts and brute enemies to cease existing. So very powerful, but it has only a small chance of activating. Of course, in addition to the normal Notorious weapons, there's also new corrupted Notorious weapons, which as always are extremely powerful. For example, Golden Glider's new grenade now explodes with ethereal shards every time and embed in each enemy hit for 20 seconds, and killing an enemy with ethereal shards in them generates 100% Suicide Strike resource, which is very powerful. Next, for our Infamy set, we have the Captain Cold Infamy set. Starting off with tier 1, we have Stay Frosty. This includes a heavy weapon, a shotgun, a sniper rifle, a grenade, a shield mod, a neck bomb, and a lucky charm. For all of the Captain Cold guns, successful critical reloads trigger a stack of ice charge. Each stack increases your chance for successful counters to freeze enemies by 20%, up to a maximum of 100%. That means anytime you counter an enemy with this at 5 stacks, you will freeze them. However, failing critical reloads will remove all stacks. And for all of the shields in this, you regenerate 10% shield every second for each frozen enemy within 10 meters of you. Now, with the first tier, every time you freeze an enemy, you gain a stack of Cold Aggression, which lasts for 30 seconds. Cold Aggression stacks 5 times and makes you do 50% more damage to frozen enemies for each stack you have. With 1 piece or more in episode 4, Cold Aggression now makes you do 100% more damage to frozen enemies per stack instead. With 2 pieces, killing a frozen enemy causes it to explode into icicles, dealing 10% of its maximum health as damage to enemies within 20 meters. With the 2-piece bonus in episode 4, each enemy hit by the icicles has a 50% chance of being frozen. With 3 pieces, killing a frozen enemy while Cold Aggression is active now has a 100% chance to drop grenade ammo. With 3 pieces in episode 4, frozen enemies take 1000% more damage from grenades while Cold Aggression is active. Next, for tier 2, we have Cold Frenzy. Cold Frenzy includes a heavy weapon, a pistol, an SMG, a grenade, a shield mod, a neck bomb mod, and a lucky charm. With 1 piece, each time you freeze an enemy, you gain a stack of Frost Coat, which reduces damage taken by 10% for 30 seconds. Frost Coat can stack up to 5 times. With at least 1 piece in episode 4, Frost Coat now reduces damage taken by 15% per stack instead. With the 2-piece bonus, each time you damage an enemy while Frost Coat is active, you consume the frozen effect and trigger Cold Aggression, which increases damage dealt by 100% for 30 seconds. Cold Aggression can stack up to 5 times. With at least 2 pieces in episode 4, Cold Aggression now increases your damage dealt by 200% instead. With 3 pieces, when both Frost Coat and Cold Aggression are at their respective maximum stacks, they trigger Cold Frenzy, which increases melee damage by 2000% for 20 seconds. With 3 pieces in episode 4, each time you kill an enemy with a melee attack while Cold Frenzy is active, its duration is increased by 4 seconds. For tier 3, we have Cold Bomb. It includes an assault rifle, a pistol, a shotgun, a grenade, a shield mod, a neck bomb mod, and a lucky charm. With 1 piece, each time you kill a frozen enemy, you gain a stack of Cold Aggression. This lasts for 30 seconds. Cold Aggression stacks up to 5 times and increases your Deep Freeze Affliction resource generation by 10%. With at least 1 piece in episode 4, Cold Aggression now increases your Deep Freeze Affliction resource generation by 20% per stack instead, and increases the duration enemies stay frozen by 10%. With 2 pieces, each time you kill a frozen enemy while at 5 stacks of Cold Aggression, you ready a Cold Bomb. The next enemy you damage with a melee attack detonates a Cold Bomb, which freezes all enemies within 30 meters. And consumes all stacks of Cold Aggression. You can hold up to 5 Cold Bombs at max. With at least 2 pieces in episode 4, each time you detonate a Cold Bomb, your damage dealt is increased by 500% for 20 seconds up to a maximum of 2500%. With 3 pieces, each enemy frozen by the Cold Bomb explosion takes 500% more damage from all sources for 10 seconds, but this amount reduces by 50% for each second after an enemy was frozen. With 3 pieces in episode 4, each enemy frozen by the Cold Bomb explosion takes an additional 500% more damage from all sources for 10 seconds, but this amount reduces by 100% for each second after an enemy was frozen. Alright, so that is everything that is new in this update. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, etc. And I will see you guys all next time.